Hi YouTube. Okay, this is another one of my little opinion things, because like some stuff that happens that I just want, I'm just like, wow. Because see, my cousin, she'll be a ninth grader, which is a freshman, and she thinks she knows it all. She knows it all. She doesn't need my help. But I was her age at once upon a time. I'm out of school now. But I was her age once upon a time, and I thought I knew it all until I went to high school, and I was like a deer in headlights. Like, this was my expression. Like, oh my God, it's so huge, And people tell you scary stories when you go to high school. They're like, oh, this and that, and it's happening on this day, and if you're a freshman, this happens. Nothing happened to me my freshman year, or my sophomore year, or my junior year, or my senior year. But like, having those thoughts in your little 8th grade mind, and you're thinking, oh my God, they're gonna trash can me, or oh my God, I have to eat in the bathroom. You think all these things, and then when you go to high school, you're scared to death. Like, you're just like, oh my God, And I hung out with like the cool crowd, like not the cool crowd, but like hung out with like the goths and stuff where I fit in, and my cousin, she's the same way, and she's like, well, I'm gonna own that school, and I was like, yeah. I was like, the only person that really owns that school is the seniors. I was like, and you better be on your best behavior. I was like, because then people could be really, really evil. I was like, you think that 8th grade was all drama? I was like, wait till you get high school. Wait till you get to high school. I was like, it's a whole other ball game. And she's the type where she wants my advice on some things, but then when I give her the advice, she doesn't take it. Which, I mean, I don't expect her to, but I'd give her my advice of what I would do in that situation, because I've already been there, done that, And she asked for my advice, and I'll give it to her, She'll say, Tip, this is happening to me. What do I do? And I'll tell her, this is what happened to me when I was in that situation. This is what you should do, But and then I tell her, the situation is your situation, Whatever outcome you pick, that's the outcome that you're going to have to deal with for the rest of your life, whether you like it or not. I was like, you make it now. I was like, you're going to deal with it 20 years down the road. And she's like, okay. And she usually takes it, my advice, but sometimes she doesn't. Most of the time she doesn't. Like, she'll take my advice a couple times, and then she'll be like, well, and then she won't take my advice, and then she'll come to me and be like, I did it my way, and like, this happened, and this happened, and this happened, and I'm like, well, what happened? And she'll explain it to me, and I'm like, I was like, do you not hear anything that I tell you? Does it just go in one ear and out the other? And I love her to death, but I mean, there's just so much stuff that's going on in my life right now. At this point, like, everybody calls me, like, I'm the go-to girl, because they know that I'll give it to them. Like, they know that if I have money they want to borrow, I'll give it to them. They know that if they want a place to stay, they can stay at my house. They know that if they want, they're hungry. They know I'll feed them, They know, like, if I'll babysit, they know I'll do that. They know I am that person. And it's just like, ever since I've gotten my own place, it's like my family doesn't come around as much. I mean not at all, hardly, unless they want something, or they get in that little funk where they're homesick and they'll come and see me. Like, they only come like twice. Like, and my mom's only been here, like, how long has my mom been here? She's been here, I think, 4 times. And I've lived here almost, yeah, I'll be living here in 6 months. On the 12th of July, I'll be here 6 months. And she's only saw me 4 times. 4 times. My mother has only come to my house 4 times. My aunt usually comes every day. And so does my sister. But my sister has kids, and my aunt has custody of my cousins. So it's kind of hard for her to come over as much. But they do come over. When they do come over, they bring the whole gang. But my mom, she's a different story. She's got a boyfriend now, and it's weird when your parents date. Like, when you're married, like when you're a little kid, it's kind of cool because you don't want your mom, like, it's not cool when you're a kid, and it's not cool when you're an adult, but you just like want your mom to be happy. But this guy, oh my Lord, Jesus help me. This guy is so annoying. Like, he acts like he's my dad. Number one, you don't do that, okay? I'm a caring, nice person, Don't screw me over. Don't act like you know me when you only know my mom for 4 months, okay? You don't know me, okay? You do not know me. Don't act like you know me. Don't act like you're my dad. And he acts like he's my dad, and I'm just like, dude, I'm like, I'm married, I have my own place, you know. You can't boss me around in my own house. And I won't even be doing anything. Like, I'll just be sitting on the couch and be like, oh, can I watch TV? I'm like, sure. And, like, one time he came to my house, grabbed up my phone, started calling people that were his family or that was his ex-wife so he could get his son for the weekend. And I was talking to my mom in the kitchen because I was making supper for my husband. And I found out, you know, that my mom and him were staying for dinner. So I was like, okay, well, I got to make extra because I wasn't prepared, you know. I didn't know that they were coming. And my mom, when she does come, the 4 times she's come, she has popped in on everything. Like, she's popped in when we're cooking supper. She's popped in when we're watching a movie. So now, then, like, when we make popcorn and they pop in, I have to go in there and I have to make more popcorn. I have to get more drinks out. Which, I mean, I'm not saying nothing bad about that. Like, I'm not mad at mom for coming over and hanging out with me. I mean, just, like, the courtesy, you know, you call and say, hey, is it okay if I come over, you know? And I'll be like, yeah, sure, you know. If you just call me and let me know, not just pop on in and just be like, hey, you know. It's just like, do you not know what a phone is, Mom? Can you not pick it up? Oh, well, we were already on this side of town. Okay, first of all, they are never on this side of town, okay? They live in Old Fort, Tennessee. I live in Cleveland, all right? They ain't never on this side of town unless it's check day. But they ain't never on this side of town. Like, Old Fort is, like, way up there. Like, he lives out in the boonies. I've never been there. Shows how much my mom loves me. But I've never been there. But, yes, he lives out there in Old Fort. My sister's been there to get her kids because my mama kept them. But I've never been there. But I know where he lives. And it's so crazy. Like, he was on the phone, and I was talking to Mom in the kitchen, you know, just telling her, you know, can you help me cut these potatoes? Can you help me fry this chicken? You know, just help me a little bit because I had to make extra. And he's like, shut up, I'm on the phone. And I was like, I was hoping, like, please tell me he did not just tell me to shut up at my own fucking house. That was my words that came out of my mouth. And I'm sorry for cursing, but it was just, I'm like, what the heck? You know, why are you gonna tell me to be quiet in my own home when I'm nice enough to feed you and let you use my phone? I was like, you don't gotta tell me to shut up. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm having a bad day. I was like, I have bad days all the time. I was like, but I'm not gonna take it out on somebody who's being nice to me. I was like, that's just rude. And I was like, and there's better ways of saying it. I was like, you could tell me to shh, calm down, I'm on the phone, I can't hear. Or, you know, you could step outside, or you could tell me to, you know, just keep it down a little bit, tone it down, or you can go in my room and talk on the phone, you know. And I was like, you don't have to stay in the living room and up my mom's butt, you know, 24/7. She's just in here making food. I was like, you don't gotta be in here. Because he came in there and he knew I was talking to my mom. He knew I was talking loud, you know, because so my mom could hear, because she's deaf in one ear. And I have to talk like this so my mom will hear me, because she's deaf in one ear and you have to talk really loud for her to hear. And I was like, yeah, Mom, blah, 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 you know, just talking to her. And he's like, can you shut up? I'm on the phone. And I was just like, oh, my God. And it's just like, there's some people out there that you just cannot be nice to. Like, you try to be nice to them, you try to befriend them, and it just doesn't work. They have it out for you. Like, it's something about you. I don't know if it's your clothes you wear, the way your eyes look, the way your hair looks. I guess it's because you're beautiful and they envy that. Like, they're jealous. They're like, oh, God. And, like, when you talk to them, they're just like, oh, yeah, okay, and they do that fake laugh. Have you ever seen somebody do that fake laugh? I mean, it's fake as hell. You know they're not really laughing. They'll just do that, ha, ha, ha. And you're like, okay, you just fake laughed, and you're gonna top it off with a little, ha, ha, ha. And it makes me laugh when people do that, because I'm just like, okay, the joke wasn't that funny, you know, or something will be serious, and they'll be like, ha, ha, ha. I'm like, really? My mom has a bad habit about that. Like, when something's not funny, because, you know, people deal with stuff in their own way. My mom laughs. Like, if I'll tell her that something happened to me that was bad, she'll go, oh, hi, are you okay? Oh, that's good. I'm like, dude, you're not supposed to laugh, okay? When I break my arm, you're not supposed to be like, oh. But my mom is the type where when something like that happens, she freezes. I'm not talking about no, I'm talking about and freezes. Like, she's still. Like, if I broke my arm right now, like, if I broke my arm, she would freeze. If she was at my house, she'd be like, and she'd just be statue still, like marble. And you do this to her, and she doesn't see you, and so you gotta like, hello, you gotta tap her, and she's like, what? I'm like, Mom, you could never ever be a nurse, ever. I used soap that I was allergic to, and it's breaking me out. I got the generic kind because I'm cheap, because I look for deals on just about everything. And I got the generic kind of soap, and it's the same kind of thing as Irish Spring, and that's what I'm allergic to. I'm allergic to Irish Spring. I can't use it. And so I was like, oh, this green kind, it's called green something. It's just called green, I think. And I was like, oh, it smells good, but it doesn't smell like Irish Spring. But then the stupid package on the box of it says, like, something about Irish Spring, like the so-and-so owns rights to this, to Irish Spring. This belongs to this company. And I was like, are you serious? It's an imitation of Irish Spring, and it's broken me out so bad. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like that red that's all the way down. It's just a little bitty thing, but it hurts. And I'm not highly allergic to it, but it just breaks me out here and on my arms. But you can't really see it on my arms because it hasn't broken me out on my arms. It's just my face, and it ticks me off. Oh, I got my cute Monroe ring. I got this in February. Yeah, my sister got her nose, her lip, and her eyebrow. I'm thinking about getting this done. Or that. Because I've had my nose done before, and that stuff hurts. I've never had my eyebrow done. I don't know if I can. I don't know. I wear these things all the time. These are headbands, and I know my hair looks like crazy right now. But these things are so easy, and got them at Walmart or the dollar store or something. I don't remember where, but they're flexible and they fit my big head. Like, look, they stretch, and they're so easy. And I don't care what my hair looks like. If I'm comfortable, that's all that matters. I ain't trying to please nobody. If I want to look beautiful, I'll look beautiful. I want to look like this, I'll look like this. And I've had camp all this week at the Boys and Girls, at the Boy Scouts of America. I'm a gym leader. So you can't be looking pretty when you're chasing around 10-year-olds. You just can't be looking pretty because you be sweating, you be, and you got one child who's over here yelling at another kid because he didn't get to do the station, and then you got one trying to throw peanut butter on another one, and you got this one who is mad at this one, and it's just like, you can't be prettying up. You can't. Save that for the weekend, because at camp you just don't pretty up because you're gonna be, that makeup's gonna be sweating off anyways. And I don't know about you guys, but when I wear makeup and I'm out in the heat, my makeup will start to run. And it doesn't matter what kind of makeup it is. It can be the waterproof, this proof, don't matter what it is, because I've used every kind of makeup there is. It still runs because it's the heat and where it's, you know, packed on your face. Well, not packed on, but just, you know, it kind of runs through it. And I use the powder foundation, and I do a powder foundation, and then I do just liquid foundation, then I do another coat of powder. But I do it like it's really light. Like, I don't just throw it on my face and be like, okay, I'm pretty. You know, I just do a little bit of it, and it looks good until I'm out in the heat. If it's really hot, and I'm just like, ugh. But that's just another one of my rants things. It's just one of those things that I just gotta post. I'm probably gonna post about like 30 of these because I got like a lot of stuff that's just it's irking me because people just don't understand how much stuff I put up with. Because I'll just save it for another video, another day.